We're here today to tell you all about something very exciting. We had a great opportunity to interview Travel Channel's Ghost Brothers. Yes, super duper excited about that. The Ghost Brothers consist of three best friends. They are also known as the first African American paranormal investigator group to go out and, dare to hunt those boogermans. But Kima, can you give us a rundown of the brothers?
Yes. So they have a show on Travel Channel. It also streams on Hulu, and it's called The Ghost Brothers. They have season 1 and season 2, and then they have the Ghost Brothers Haunted House Guests, which the cast is Dalen Spratt, Marcus Harvey, and Juwan Mass. And if you have not seen their show, please check it out. All of us, watch ghost hunting shows and paranormal activity, but their show brings something that none of the other shows have, and there is pure entertainment.
Yes,
they know what they're doing, though. They're good at what they do. They really, really help people. But y'all, their personality, imagine us ghost hunting.
Don't imagine that. She just playing.
I don't know from a ghost hunt. I might watch from afar.
Their show it's the most fun you will have watching somebody do paranormal investigations. And shout out to my line sister Renee for introducing me to this show, because I love it now. And I found out all of us were fans. When I found out about the show, they already knew about the show, and found out this was just another horror thing that all of us had in common.
Yes. So I know you all are waiting. We're just very excited and honored to share this opportunity with you all. So before we go into that, can we get that drink?
Get a tipsy first,
Come on.
In order to get off in the house with these ghosts, you got to have a little libation for your spirits. So I have a drink called Straight Ghosting. It is a spin on a mule. But it's a little different. It's not no vodka. It ain't no Moscow mule. It's Tennessee mule. But we're using a little Jack Daniels honey. Good stuff, y'all. And you're also going to need a little lime juice. I got my lime in my juicer, so. And we are using Sprite. And this is Sprite Ginger, y'all. Can y'all see that label? It's a new flavor. Try to find it in your corner store somewhere. It's pretty good. So the way we mix this up, got your glass with a little ice. We don't need no shaker tonight, y'all. This is a straight pour. And then I got my Jack honey. Now, this is what I call a double shot. This 100 milliliter bottle. This I'm finna pour up. The recipe calls for 1.5 ounces. This is not 1.5 ounces. This is a little bit over 3. So when y'all make y'all drink, you put what you want. But 1.5 ounces is what it calls for. In addition to that, we're gonna put our lime juice in there. Which y'all know I hate these squeezes. And you can give that a little stir if you want to.
See, you fancy with your little lime. I just take the little lime juice thing.
Yeah, you just squeeze it. Yeah. I'm trying to be nice to y'all.
It make me feel strong if I use my hands.
I be trying to be nice for the camera, but yeah, just squeeze that thing. And then top it off with your Sprite Ginger, as little or as much as you like. If you want to cut the bite, do a little bit more. If you like it a little strong, put a little less. Yes. And that is your straight ghosting. And
hey.
Go ahead and get them drinks ready. And K-Block, can you let our audience know where they can view this interview?
So let's shout out all of our social media, because you guys, we're everywhere now.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, The Fifth Wall, The Fifth Column, and Tempered Drinks. We are on Twitter, The Official Fifth Wall. And guess what, y'all? We got a TikTok.
But we ain't dancing.
No.
Not yet. Unless we decide to do Thriller, but that's the only one.
She always come out the woodwork with that
I mean,
too.
you're trying to make us do everything.
Everything.
Yes, Horror and Hooch on TikTok, and we have a Horror and Hooch Facebook group, y'all. We have a lot of fun in this Facebook group. Everybody that's in it has a lot of fun. We laugh, we post memes, we give out information about our podcast. We're on Spotify. You can listen to our YouTube, The Fifth Wall. Like I said, we everywhere. So you have no excuse not to listen to this Ghost Brothers interview. All right. And enjoy. Grab you a cup, turn on the Travel Channel, watch some Ghost Brothers, and enjoy this interview.
Bye.
It's Damon.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hello, gentlemen. How you
There
doing?
we go.
How are you ladies doing?
Guys.
Good.
Y'all
I'm in that
tonight?
thing. I'm in that thing.
We see
I
your
just- I
picture. We see your
I
picture.
know. Hey, listen. Y'all gotta. I'm not done with what I was doing, so let me picture be where it is.
We gotta take what we can get.
Right.
You gotta take what you can get. I had these kids all day today, baby. So yeah.
What's up, good people?
Thank you guys, first of all, for taking
Definitely.
minutes to talk to us. We really wanted to just say we appreciate your time, we respect your time, and thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
No, you guys
Thank you.
Thank y'all for looking much better than we're looking right now.
Really?
But you can't take us down. We got to get right.
You know, we
Okay. Even though it's kind of like chilling, but at the same time, I try to play it off a little bit, you know.
No, we tried to like look decent or whatever. But we guys, so usually how we start off, we kind of give our audience the topic of our show. And before we start discussing anything, we have a featured drink because Desiree is a bartender, so she always creates a special for each podcast. So, Desiree, can you tell them kind of what we thought about today?
Hennessy.
Normally.
Wow.
Oh, I should have went with the Hennessy. I went with the gin.
Hen dog.
First off, he don't even drink Hennessy.
I drink Hennessy. That hen dog. He don't drink nothing.
Listen.
Right.
So I actually, I am the Hooch and Horror and Hooch. I do all the drinks. And so for this, I know you guys tagline straight ghosting. I love it. So I made our drink straight ghosting in honor of you all. And we're actually sipping on some honey jack with a topping of Sprite ginger with a lime garnish. So that is our drink for you guys.
That's solid.
So when we do our show, I'll make it live for our audience.
What'd you say? It's honey jack.
Honey jack. They have a Sprite ginger. And
It's a mix, like it's a Sprite and ginger ale.
yeah, it's a new flavor Sprite got out. It's pretty good.
All right.
And then lime garnish.
Sprite dropping drinks like they dropping albums, like the baby album.
So it's like, so is it? Have you had it before? Like, have you tried it?
I made it. I'm drinking now.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Is it similar? It's similar to like a mule, right?
yeah. It was like a spin on a mule. Ginger beer usually I would put in it, but I like that Sprite ginger, so I just substituted it out.
That's dope.
I'm have to try that.
That's dope.
Just so you guys know it's good.
Yeah.
So y'all know it's good.
Yes, it is. So the main thing with Horror and Hooch as well is we just got together because we're a group of ladies that really love to discuss horror all the way around, from like maybe personal paranormal experiences we've had down to different shows that we watch, just to try to keep that audience knowing that it's not just one, how can I say this without
One group
The
of
realest
people
way
that-
it's not just one group of people that enjoy horror and that genre. So
Yeah.
just to make that awareness being known and making it fun as well. It's like, I have a couple of questions for this. Whenever you're aware of a site that you're going to visit, have you ever had like a premonition or a dream about it before visiting?
Never been asked that before.
That is what all the years we done been in this thing, we never been asked that question. Ah man, you know what's funny? I had to think about that for a second. For me, I would say nah, not really. I try to keep my mind stayed on Jesus. Come on, church. You know when
Amen.
we about to go somewhere, real talk. Cause like man, when we going to some places, these spots be like you don't know if it's like it's a paranormal situation or if it's a demonic situation. If there's some rituals done there, while you know with these some of
Yeah.
these spots. So man, literally, I go in there just with my mind focused and stayed on Him, as the good church folks would say, stayed on Him.
Understood.
Yeah. I know
Grounded.
me. I don't think I have either though. I don't think I've had any.
Related to you guys because beginning of one of your shows is like you say that you've all had kind of like a paranormal experience, and that's kind of like what got you into wanting to investigate ghosts and all this kind of stuff.
David?
Nah, bro. I was saying I haven't, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think if I did have a premonition, man, or a dream or a foreshadowing or something, that probably would hinder me from going, bro. Like,
Well, you be done. He be done. He like, hey y'all,
done. Like, all right,
this one ain't this
Tell you
this one ain't gonna
something.
be this one ain't gonna be it, y'all.
Be like Final Destination.
I can't. I've never had that. I've never had that feeling. I can say that like there's been there's been different levels of anxiety for each location,
Okay.
right? But I've never had a dream or some like epiphany prior to going to this location once I knew about it. But I've had a desire, like a strong desire to want to be at one. Like I got a captivating feeling when we went to the plantation, Magnolia Plantation. Just because that was my first time on a plantation. I think it was probably theirs as well. And just the just being just kind of like the anxiousness of like what that was going to feel like, knowing that we could be potentially and being engaging with like ancestors, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's interesting just to know that. I'll say this, even though you might not have had the dreams or the premonitions that I was asking about, I feel as though that your intuition still was giving you a type of, the intensity of where you were going, because you were talking about the anxiety. So I
Yeah.
feel as though that your instinct was already kind of letting you know, like, hey, you might need to go ahead and prep a little bit more before you go in there, or you might need to burn a little extra stick of Palo Santo before you go in there. So I just felt as though I just wanted to ask it because I've always been curious about that. I know we don't have too much longer, but one more question that we have from the ladies of Her and Hooch is trying to reach out to a broader range of audience. Like I said earlier, trying to make it aware in our culture that it's okay to like those things that they try to raise us up and say is taboo, but it's not. It's okay to be curious. It's okay to like more things beyond just heaven and hell. You want to know what's in between as well. So, like, how did you all kind of like break that barrier and reach out to more people on a bigger platform? How did y'all break through that?
I think we were just honestly, man. It feels like God just dropped this opportunity in our lap because we would have never in a million years thought that we would be doing what we're doing now, and that it would be on the scale in which we're doing it now. Like it literally just started from an idea. Like I said, my mother's a pastor of a church. Marcus grew up in the church. Drew go to church every once in a while.
He saved though. He saved his one now though.
He's saved now.
He's saved now. He done gave his life over.
Right. But nah, we were always like you said, we grew up in the church. So we were always taught, heaven and hell, but nothing in between. But as adults, we wanted to figure out answers for ourselves. We were just fortunate enough to be able to go on this journey in front of everybody. And like I said, I just feel like it was ordained and predestined for us to be those three guys for the world to see. And it's just an honor, for us to be privileged with that. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, in a million years, we never thought that it was going to be like it is. So to answer your question, it's hard to say. But I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like we were kind of chosen to do it. Because we're able to bring humor and levity and realism to it. And I think a lot of people gravitate to that. I don't think you probably would have gotten that from another group of people doing what we're doing.
Understood.
It takes. Go ahead,
bro. It's on you, Joel.
Oh no.
Your sound take, Brody.
Juwan, did you mute?
No.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. A little bit.
No, man. Go ahead, Marcus.
Okay, cool. Okay, we get him through his technical.
Oh man.
No, I was gonna say though, like I think it's been dope for us. Like Dalen said, I think a lot of things is timing. I work with another company called Bevel, Walker and Company, and he does tech. Yeah, shameless plug.
Right,
No,
right,
what
right.
I'm saying. It's about to be a good plug though, because you said something that really hit me. I was like, oh, that's kind of dope. Like, if you remember back when we first came out, that's when there was a real strong push for African American content.
Yeah.
So Insecure was coming out. We were just coming off of like Survivor's Remorse, all those like Uncle Buck, all those things were like really popping, and they were looking for black content because that's when the diversity question was happening.
Oscar So White campaign.
Yeah, and which was the same thing with the reason why I brought up Bevel was Trisha was working in the tech space, and in the tech space he was having the same issue, which in turn got him more funding because he was like the I guess he would be the avatar of this movement. And I think that's what happened with us. We just were right place, right time, right energy, right chemistry, and it just kind of came all the way together, and it just all worked.
Yeah.
So that's how we got our exposure more than most people would.
Mm-hmm.
I agree when Dalen said that you guys kind of bring something that we never saw in the the paranormal investigation field, because we all are familiar with those other shows on Travel Channel, the paranormal investigations and the other ghost hunters, but you guys are relatable.
That's the word.
And not only relatable, but entertaining. And that's why us watching it, we're like, we have to meet these guys.
Yeah.
Like, they will be thinking like, oh no, what the hell we doing in here?
Yeah.
Like, yes, what the hell
Yeah.
are you doing in there?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
it
first
is.
time I really heard their personality show through, they were actually on a radio interview here in Atlanta, and I was riding my car and I don't remember which one of you was on the interview, but they were talking about the show and how you guys started and the idea coming about, and I was like, dang, I watched the show, but you don't realize how real it is for these guys to get together and create this amazing thing. So for me, I was like, dang, we gotta get to them. We gotta get some knowledge, gain some information, because they doing it out here. And so that I was amazing to actually get to talk to you guys now.
And we like what you guys are doing, and we love what you guys are doing too, because one thing that we don't see a lot of is diversity when we go to a lot of our events. Like, we see one genre which they show us so much love. We're not going to even be mad about that. But like, we would love to see some sisters and some brothers there just to kind of like share in these experiences, because one thing that really does have a good time. We did a joint in Kentucky. Was it last year, David and Juwan? We did that joint in Kentucky, and the bus drivers came with us.
Oh yeah.
To the investigation.
Yep.
And they was so real, and it was so refreshing to have a time where everybody's like, I'm just as scared as I am interested in trying to find something new in this situation. So we love what you guys are doing, spreading the word, and like, you guys are gonna, y'all got a space that nobody else has right now. So keep killing, keep doing your thing, keep pushing.
We appreciate it. Really
We appreciate y'all.
I'm gonna wrap us up on the last question, and I have to ask the question because I'm the bartender in the group. But I know you guys sometimes in the show and y'all like, all right, we gotta go get a drink. So simplest question ever: what is each of you like favorite cocktail or spirit of choice? I know David said Hennessy, but y'all say he don't even drink Hennessy.
They laugh at me for my drink because I really don't drink, but I like a good old mimosa. That's
Okay.
He like a good old
Y'all can get that. Like, no.
he like a
Ain't nothing wrong with a good mimosa, okay?
he like
Mimosa wine actually that you need to check out. They make one a
Yes,
regular
Dave.
mimosa
Yes, Dave.
wine and like a mango one.
That makes
You-
me excited about a mimosa.
Mimosas.
you can't threaten Dana with some mango flavor nothing now.
Nothing. That's funny.
But you got Jawad's our bartender too, right? You are a bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. Honestly, I'll probably go with like bourbon or whiskey.
Any brand specific?
easy go-to is like a Jameson, but if I'm like really trying to sip something, I'll probably go like Angel's Envy.
Ooh, Angels in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm from Atlanta and Houston. Straight hand dog, 2 Q's in that tire, Bob.
Like honestly, have y'all
Get
had?
back inside. Double kick, get back
y'all
inside. That's
tried-
what I'm at.
That's funny. Have y'all tried Uncle Nearest?
No, but I've been reading a lot about it. I have not tried it myself.
It's black on. It's black on whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
My sister was telling me about that before because she found a place in Atlanta to where
They're selling it?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
I'm gonna get that information for you.
Yeah,
my sister was able to find it in Atlanta. So
What?
we go support the black on.
And Uncle Nearest, she was saying somebody told her where to find it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the south side. I ain't got it over here.
Oh,
Are y'all in Atlanta?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, I'm all the way in Tampa. I'm from Delta, Georgia, though.
Okay. That's dope, man.
Yes. So we're all kind of spread out, but equally all together. And like me and Jay Astral over here, we are the SSU alumni. We were actually roommates. So, and by us being roommates, we were always having these like weird experiences together. It kind of formed like a lifelong bond of just like weird stuff.
Yeah, we the weird sisters. So
What's wrong with it? Ain't nothing
wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They call us the Ghost Brothers, so
Right.
I guess that kind of. I mean, really, what you gonna say? That's really on my. That's really in the bio. Ghost Brother.
It's a judgment-free zone.
Y'all said it was your calling. You gotta accept it. Better walk.
I received it. We received that thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do it.
But I want to tell y'all fellas, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, keep doing your thing. We can't hear you, Jay.
Oh, Jay, they keep cutting out, y'all. But
And
it
she
sounds
really
really good, whatever you say.
It felt no.
Yeah,
You
it
better
looks
remember everything you
passionate.
just said. I feel it right here in my
We
shine
can't
though.
hear you.
Y'all better you better do life. I feel that you better live. You better let everything be good. You better let stuff happen for y'all. I felt that. I felt all of that. I felt all of that.
Felt it coming.
Yeah, I know I froze, but I hope you.
Okay, you back in. I receive it now. I'm ready to receive.
I was just saying thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I look.
Keep
What's a
doing you
blessing?
guys now. Please keep being this fun and please keep being this entertaining. You guys are wonderful for doing the live Zoom. We are actually going to jump back in and be a part of that because we are such supportive fans. Nobody does stuff like that. You guys are wonderful and you guys are blessed, and we want you guys to keep being protected when you go out to these ghost hunts and stay prayed up. And when y'all get to Savannah or even Atlanta, Florida, y'all let us know. We scared, but we'll join you one time just so that people can see black people will do this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got Savannah coming up in October. God willing.
God
And I
willing.
seen y'all last October. I was just hollering in the parade.
Yelling at y'all.
Y'all just riding on by. I was like,
Sweating though.
Ride
We
by in
sweating.
parades?
I don't think we stop in parades. Like, oh,
I know y'all can't stop.
what's up, sis?
The bands
Okay,
be
pull off.
Man, this Savannah, the bands be stopping, they be jugging. So they
Yeah,
stop,
they
they
do.
jug a little bit in front of us, but y'all look, that truck kept on going.
Well, next year
see,
we're
like,
gonna be moving slow.
We was in front. We was in front. Like we had to we set the pace. Like we couldn't
It's all
stop.
right. I was happy to see y'all. I mean, I feel as though everything has its place. It has its, like we said, its order in life. And hey, we'll be at homecoming this year.
Yep, y'all go to Savannah. We're gonna be at homecoming.
Good.
Ooh, homecoming gonna be snapping this year.
Hey,
Long as Corona don't snap it up.
That cat's gonna be like this.
Hey,
They just like that.
He's talking about
that boy said to the right, to the left, to the right.
Cats ain't gonna be able to breathe. Sweating all the top of their head.
All good.
We still gonna have homecoming. Don't we? You know, it's gonna be all over with by then. We gonna say that.
Yeah.
We're going to put that in the action.
Statistics, y'all.
Yes. Yes. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all so very much.
Thank y'all so much.
Bye.
A little
Later.
bit on your Zoom too. So thank you guys. See you in a few minutes.
All right, ladies.
Appreciate that.